What's up, guys? Mickle here, and it seems like the current bear market has been going on forever. But guys, in this video, I want to share with you some brand new indicators that are actually looking extremely positive. These are things that are massive changes on the macro that could lead us to finally get some positive momentum in the cryptocurrency market. Guys, in this video, I want to share that with you. I want to show you guys that we could actually be very close to a bottom in this market. And I also want to go over some pretty interesting FTX news regarding the SEC that you guys are definitely going to want to see. Guys, the SEC claims that they don't make any backroom deals with different crypto companies. Guys, I want to show you the SEC doing this exact thing with FTX. And guys, this could be a huge problem for them going forward, so make sure to stick around for that. Like always, guys, your support means so much to this channel. If you want to see more videos just like this, make sure to hit the like and subscribe button down below and turn on bell notifications. These three simple things are going to go such a long way in helping this channel grow, and it really does mean so much to me. Guys, if you ever need a good place to buy some XRP, make sure to check out my favorite exchange, Uphold, down in the description below. Guys, Uphold is an incredible exchange, and I highly suggest you check it out. With that said though, guys, let's jump right into the video, and I hope you guys enjoy the content. So guys, real quick, I want to give Uphold a quick shout out. I have been using their exchange a lot recently, and guys, they just added a brand new staking feature that lets you get high yield on a lot of different cryptocurrencies. But guys, Uphold has proof of reserves. They are just staking your assets for you, so they're not lending anything out that they don't have. Guys, Uphold has really been impressing me, so make sure you go check them out, guys. They have a ton of awesome features, and make sure to use the link in the description of this video. So guys, I want to start out this video and talk about something pretty suspicious going on with FTX. So guys, the other day we found out that the SEC actually gave FTX a special license to really accelerate their mass adoption all over the world. And I saw this awesome question from Camo and Ammo. He said, Gary, question, how long does the process take to get a broker-dealer license, and what do you look at? Second question, how long did it take FTX and Sam Bankman-Fried, the largest Democratic donor, to get a broker-dealer license? So guys, this is a very interesting question. From everything I have heard in the industry, it is almost impossible to get a broker-dealer license from the SEC. But FTX was only around for a couple years. I think the company was founded in 2019, and it seems like they got a broker-dealer license from the SEC almost immediately. So guys, this is a very interesting question being asked by Camo and Ammo right here, because it looks like Sam Bankman-Fried and FTX's political donations allowed them to get a foot in the door with the SEC and get a broker-dealer license before anyone else out there. Now guys, this is looking like almost the exact same thing as to what happened with Ethereum. Almost every single cryptocurrency out there had similar decentralized attributes as Ethereum, and a lot of cryptocurrencies were out a lot earlier than from when Ethereum was founded. The XRP ledger was created in 2013, and somehow the SEC came to the conclusion that Ethereum was more decentralized than XRP when Ethereum was founded in 2015. Not only that, but almost every single metric out there shows that the XRP ledger is actually more decentralized than some of the major blockchains like Bitcoin and Ethereum. So guys, once again, we are seeing something right here where it looks like the SEC is pay to play. You pay the SEC enough money, you donate them money where they want it, and suddenly you get a free pass to the US financial system. Now guys, it looks like this backfired for them massively in the FTX situation, and we're starting to see a lot of collateral damage from that. Take a look at this. Top SEC official steps down following controversial meetings with Sam Bankman-Fried and FTX lobbyists. Dan, who is special counsel at the SEC, has stepped down amid reports that he had met and dined with disgraced FTX founder Sam Bankman-Fried. So guys, this is the exact same thing we saw from the SEC with Hinman and Ethereum. Right here, we have the general counsel at the SEC getting dinner with Sam Bankman-Fried, and then out of nowhere, what do you know? Oh, it looks like FTX has some special broker-dealer license that no one else in the crypto industry can get. Guys, this is just once again showing that the SEC is pay to play. You pay them enough money, you get free reins to the US financial system. Guys, I have a feeling this is not going to go over well for the SEC. We are about to see a lot of stuff come out in regards to FTX and how they got so far without anyone investigating the clear signs of fraud going on there. And guys, this is just the first step. Coming in 2023, the opposite political party of Gary Gensler is going to have control of the House, and they're going to be able to investigate everything he has been doing at the SEC, and they have promised this is something they are going to do. Guys, this increased scrutiny on the SEC is going to take a lot of resources, and Gary Gensler is going to be using SEC resources to defend himself. This is likely going to mean he's going to have a lot less time to be pursuing different cases like the Ripple SEC case. Guys, I have been saying for a while now, this Ripple SEC case is a lost cause for the SEC, and I think eventually they are going to have to cut weight. Whether or not they just let it go to summary judgment, accept the decision, accept their loss and not appeal it, or they settle the case beforehand, who knows? We're getting very close to either of those things happening. But guys, I think the SEC is about to have much bigger issues on their hand than Ripple, and I think it's only a matter of time before we get there. So guys, this is a very good start, but I expect much more to come on this front. So guys, now I want to move on and talk about some massive changes we are currently watching on the macro that could finally allow the cryptocurrency market to gain some bullish momentum. Now guys, it's really important to understand that we need to start off with some larger macro things before we get into XRP analysis, but at the end of this video, I am going to go over how this will affect XRP, but first we need to talk about some larger scale things, and I want to start this off with showing you one of my favorite economists, Jeremy Siegel. I really think he does an absolutely excellent job of predicting macro events and telling us what could be right around the corner, so I want you guys to listen up to this, and then I want to show you some huge changes that are coming to risk assets right now that could be very bullish for cryptocurrencies. Listen up to this.
The four words that we need to discuss further, if the Fed pivots, those are the four words you used within what you just said, because most people don't think, Professor, they're going to, and that seems to be the whole ball game, that the people who think that stocks are going to do better than many others keep talking about the Fed pivoting, where the Fed seems to be explicit in not only are they not done in the hiking, but they're going to keep rates up before they do anything for longer than people think. How do you respond to that?
I respond to that, Scott, because I was with you a year ago, a little more than a year ago now, the September 2021 meeting, where they said, oh, we're not raising rates in 2022. They were very, very firm on that. You know, inflation was transient and it would be a mistake to raise rates. You know, why should everyone believe the Fed? When, in fact, the Fed has not done anything that they told us that they were going to do over the last 18 months. Now, I think when this data comes in, I mean, we take a look. I mean, we talk so much about what's going on in prices. I think the Fed is finally getting it that its housing indicator is way lagged and that house prices are actually going down. And once you put in actual house prices in those inflation numbers, as I said 2 months ago, really inflation disappears. I think that's going to get through to the Fed. I think more people are going to be talking about it. And let me say, there's 200,000 expected gain in January. I mean, I'm not a prognosticator. If you get a job loss or a jump in unemployment rate to 3.839, you're going to get a different tone from the Fed. They're going to get calls and saying, you know what? The last market that you're worried about, which is the labor market, is finally loosening up. And that is the last reason that they have to stay as tight as they are.
So guys, one of the biggest reasons we have seen risk assets like cryptocurrencies do so bad is because of the Federal Reserve. The Federal Reserve is trying to stomp out inflation right now, and they are doing everything they can to get rid of inflation, and that has hurt risk assets in the process. But what Jeremy Siegel is telling us right now is that inflation is already gone, and the Federal Reserve is looking at lagging indicators, and that's the reason why they are still keeping things tight. But the fact of the matter is a lot of the current inflation figures and the inflation figures of the future are showing that inflation could be gone and could actually be turning into deflation. Guys, this would mean the Federal Reserve would have to start cutting rates fast, and that would be excellent for growth assets. So now what I want to show you is a lot of changes in the cryptocurrency market specifically that are showing a very bullish sign. First of all, this is Bitcoin holdings against Bitcoin price. And guys, I know this is just Bitcoin. It's because a lot of the charts are only made for Bitcoin. But the fact of the matter is this same thing is likely happening for most of the top projects. What we can see is that as the price of Bitcoin falls, we are actually seeing a massive accumulation from long-term supply holders. Guys, this is a massively bullish sign because these are the people who really understand Bitcoin. These are the people who have been holding cryptocurrency their entire lives, and what they're doing is they are accumulating Bitcoin massively at these lower prices. This is something we had not seen in a while and is a strong sign that we are going to have strong support where we are at in the crypto market right now. I also wanted to show you this, which is also pretty interesting. This is a logarithmic chart of Bitcoin with yearly candles. And as we can see, typically in the past, we have had 1 red year, 3 green years. 1 red year, 3 green years. And guys, we just had our 1 red year. Is this a chart that I want to bet the house on and just assume this is going to be right forever? No, of course not. But guys, the trend is our friend, and the trend shows us that the worst of the crypto market is likely behind us. Next, I want to show you this liquidity index. One of the biggest issues with the Federal Reserve raising rates so high is it destroys liquidity. But guys, as we can see, this is actually a fairly predictable pattern of what happens to liquidity in the US market and actually the world market. But guys, as we can see right now, we are at the exact bottom of the range for the worst liquidity we typically have. And guys, the good news is we are right around the corner from a huge pivot that would be increased liquidity in the system. We are just waiting to get to that point. Now guys, we haven't started the pivot yet, but as you can see, we are very close to the most illiquid levels in history, and this is going to end. We are soon going to enter a period of more liquidity as the Federal Reserve is forced to pivot, like Jeremy Siegel is saying. This increased liquidity is going to allow more money to flow into risk assets like Bitcoin and like XRP. And I want to finish this video off and show you an XRP price chart. This is a long-term logarithmic chart of XRP. And as we can see by EGRAG Crypto, every single time XRP comes down and touches this bottom trend line, we typically have a massive explosion to the upside. Now guys, we are currently sitting on the end of this trend. We are waiting for a move, but if we do have a lot of these things start to come together, if the Fed stops increasing rates and actually cuts rates, if we have a ton of accumulation from long-term holders in the crypto market, guys, there is a very good chance we could have a massive bounce off this line. And for now, we're just gonna have to wait and see what happens. But guys, it looks like a lot of the things in this market that were once against us are starting to turn back to our side. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this update. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe. It really does mean so much. And for now, Mickle out.